It is finally almost that time. As week 5 is approaching us. Y'all know the Chicago Bears is playing the Washington Commanders on Monday Night Football out in DC. Week 6, I'm sorry. We was out in bye week 5. Supposed to be out there for the game. A lot of things transpired this year. My bad. My boy Ken is on my head about that. But it's all good. Somebody brought something to my attention though. It's crazy. This is the 4th time playing them in a row. And we're back again in Washington. Now, so far in that span, we are 1-2 against the Commanders. I think we won the one prior before that. This is a team that's had our number. I think it's like 5-12 in history or something like that. Like this, we don't fare well against Washington. This is a team since the Jay Cutler 4 interception game, then the Jay Cutler getting injured game where. Who was our backup? Was McCown the backup at the time when McCown stepped in? Last second. Or was that Jimmy Clausen? I think it was Jimmy Clausen who had stepped in. I don't quite remember, but one of our backups stepped in and we just did not do good at all. We just don't fare well against them. And even right now, like they're number 1 in the league in rushing and we're like dead last. But the good news is we got starters coming back. Austin Booker, I'm pretty sure he's been back at practice. I know they opened this 21-day window. I don't know if he plays this week. Kyler Gordon for sure will be back this week. Darnell Wright, I believe, is set to go back in the lineup. And I see a lot of people, a lot of meatball fans are saying, oh, we can do without Darnell Wright. Just stop it, bro. This fan base is very annoying. Darnell Wright has been graded one of the top right tackles in the league. Yes, he has the penalties. It's a new group who is trying to figure it out together. The penalties is okay, but he has not given up a sack, and he's been protecting Caleb Williams and opening up holes. So let's just stop that right then and there. Let's not be foolish. You got other guys coming back, I believe. Grady Jarrett is set to come back, which is good because we're going to need all the help we can for the run defense, as well as with Spider coming in off the blitz to come in and help to sew up the run. Colston Loveland should be slated to come back. He hasn't got going. Tyler Warren out there in Indiana is doing. People are already talking. Saying it's a pick that we whiffed on. I'm not going to say that at all. I love Colston Loveland. I love his skill set. Of the speed he possesses. I mean, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. Look at Caleb Williams, all the chatter last year, and now we're looking at this year. Now it's still talks of this QB better than him, this QB blah, blah, blah. But, we're not going to feed in all that. We're going to let them, as long as our guy is doing what we have to do and we know what he's capable of, that's all that matters. We know what Caleb is doing. It's no need to try to convince no insecure fan base or any of that because we're secure with our guy. Yeah, so that's what the guys is coming back. Kyle Monangai should be set to get more snaps. That should help with the run game. Even still, DeAndre Swift is on pace to get 1,000 yards, believe it or not. Even though it's as shaky as the run game has been, I think DeAndre is a guy who's really good in space. You give him the ball, let him go to work rather than a running type of guy, at least not right now. At least not with what we have set up. So run game definitely needs improvement. I'm waiting to see if we can make a move. Hopefully, if we can get a guy like Breece Hall, I would love him be like a Matt Forte 2.0 in this offense. Alvin Kamara looks like a long shot. He's another guy I see in consideration. Then we talk about the defensive line. Those guys, you got those guys out there who they're looking at. Mr. Simmons, Jeffrey Simmons over there and company. So all in all, the Bears has got some starters coming back. TJ Edwards, that should help. So yeah, I think that's pretty much, I think I covered everybody. If it's anybody I'm forgetting who's also set to come back, who's been out. But all in all, I think that the Bears is getting all these guys back at the right time. The week off was great. You're going against a Washington team, like I said, who's number 1 against the run. If Washington's smart, they would continue to keep Jalen Hurts, too many J's. Jaden Daniels, they would keep him from running as much as possible. Only run when it's time, like Caleb Williams does. But Caleb Williams is more bulkier paws. He can take more hits, as we've seen. Hasn't missed any games. Caleb Williams Justin Fields is, oh my God. Jaden Daniels has had an injury. couple injuries already in his career. It's caused him to miss a game or two. So you don't want to take him taking too many hits when you got guys like Deebo Samuel, you got the running back, you got young McCaffrey, who's been actually pretty good too. He had a 50-yard reception right before the half, which helped me with my parlay, so that was really good, thanks to him. And yeah, so the Washington, Terry McLaurin, I believe, is supposed to come back. So we're going to see how that go. His speed is definitely going to be a threat to us. You know, you got the old reliable tight end and Zach Ertz. But overall, is there a guy who really like strikes fear in me where it's like we have to take him out? I can't think. I mean, it looks like Washington pretty much plays as a team. They pretty much play team. But I mean, Terry, if he's out there, obviously, without Jalen Johnson, that's going to be tough. But then you got to think he's coming off an injury, so how effective will he really be? Deebo Samuel, not so much. It really depends on how they're going to use him. So, you know, he's a guy out in space. You can put him all over the field, running back, all that. But we have a guy in the same in DJ Morris. We've been playing the same way. So I think this is going to be a big game for DJ. I remember he had the 3-touchdown game against Washington. But I think this is a game where DJ is going to have his best game of the season. I think he's going to finally break out in this one. So this game, I think the Bears possibly can do enough to stop the run, get after it a little bit out there in the run game. Don't let them go too crazy. Try to keep things under control. I seen their last game. Washington looked pretty good against a really good Chargers team who just lost 2 straight. So maybe the Chargers could be coming down to earth a bit, but the Chargers are a really talented team. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. But that's my key. I think Caleb Williams is going to go back home. I think he's going to have a really good game. You know, he's hearing the noise. You know, he's motivated. So, I like that. So, for my prediction, and don't let me forget, Tyreek Stevenson. He's been very motivated ever since then. He's not been wanting to talk about it. Of course, it's been on his mind. He's mentioned it when it's been brought up to him, but he's motivated. He's having a great season, looking like a CB1. And I think he's going to make a lot of people eat some crow, and this is the game right here to do it. You know, he really makes people eat their crow. I think Tyreek Stevenson, I think this is going to be the game. I think this is going to be the game where he's going to really show up and put all that to nonsense. And a lot of people, it's going to be writing their apologies letters to him. I predict he will get a game-sealing interception. As my final score, I'm going to take the Bears to win by a score of 27-23 on Monday Night Football. I think we're going to go up late. We're going to get a touchdown. And then I think Washington's going to scare us going downfield. And then I think, actually I'm going to say 24-27. I think it's going to be like damn near the same scenario. But then I think they're going to go down, and I think Tyreek is going to get an interception and put it away. That's my take. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm sure a lot of Washington fans, I see y'all been going at my boy 5 Sports Talk. But just to let you know, we're not running from no smoke at all. So let me know what y'all think in the comments, and like, share, subscribe if you're new, and we out.